ホームズはパイプを手に窓の外に広がる濃い霧を見下ろしていた。この霧の底には一体いくつの事件が隠れているのだろうね。不思議な新聞広告から始まる奇想天外な事件。魔剣が闇をかける連続殺人事件に夜の墓場でよみがえる死刑囚の事件。そして誰も知らない町外れの小部屋のありふれた殺人事件。どんな事件もその裏側には誰も知らない物語が潜んでいる。僕を事件現場へと駆り立てるのはその物語なのだよ、ワトソン。早く帽子を取りたまえ。行こうじゃないか、相棒。僕たちの冒険は終わらない。
The game is afoot.
ゲームの始まりだ。
8 days after that earth-shattering trial and Cosimo regaining his memory. Oh, that's right. Mikotoba is coming to London. Professor Mikotoba knew about Cosima going missing in Hong Kong as well. Wow, he looks so much different with the suit on. And the judge is here too. The news has crossed the seas. They are quite dapper, aren't they? I hereby pronounce the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, guilty. Well, game over. Ha, ha, ha. That does look like it requires a lot of upkeep. It's a very precise beard. Oh, that's right. They're here for the International Forensic Science thing. The third scholar hiding somewhere in this hotel. Seshiro here is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. It was his personal insistence that allowed you to take Kazuma's place on this study tour. I received a telegram from Strongheart yesterday. Some things came to light in a trial you were involved with 8 days ago. That tragedy. That tragedy? Let's talk about that tragedy. Wow, they stayed in Paris for a night? Genshin Asogi. No Genshin Impact jokes allowed in the chat. Genshin came to Britain as a police detective. He was studying investigative techniques at Scotland Yard. Never understood what drove the man to commit such heinous acts. He was executed with little ado. What about Kazuma? Did he know? All right. Go one prediction time. Here's the prediction. Kazuma's father is innocent. He was wrongfully killed. I tried to guide Kazuma growing up as if he were my own son. One day he came to my office at the university and said, I want to study in Great Britain. There was no way I'd be able to stop him. Having disappeared in Hong Kong and been missing for almost a year, Kazuma's since turned up here in London, working as the apprentice of Lord Van Zeeks. Strongheart's telegram neglected to mention that part then. Okay, I wonder if not only is Asogi's father not guilty, but because of that, when they found out Kazuma was going to Great Britain, they had to intervene, and they like faked his whole murder or something to try and, I don't know, sweep him under the bridge or something. Something's going on here. I smell a scandal. We both thought Kazuma had died on the steamship during our voyage to Great Britain in January. But he's alive. In actual fact, no. I'm going to start using that phrase. In actual fact. What I did know is that when your ship docked in Hong Kong, he mysteriously vanished. Amnesia. The Dark Descent. Isn't that an Amnesia game? I don't know my Amnesia games. What are the Amnesia games? When we first came across him again here in London, he didn't know who either of us were. Wonder how Kazuma's been these past few days. Your father was an exceptionally fine medical student at Yume University. The back of a prison and a burial ground. That sounds familiar. Do you remember that Scottish prison governor, Kaiden, his name was? He was a good man. In our 6th year, everything changed with that dreadful case. I was a witness at the secret hearing and I tried to speak in his defense, but you went too far and ended up facing charges yourself. There was nothing more we could do to save Genshin. He was a lost cause, sadly. I've been a miserable father to her. Oh my goodness, the breakdown. "16 years ago, I started my long study in Britain, the very year Susato was born. Perhaps I was a little heavy-handed when it came to persuading you to accompany me to London. Ooh, if I may be so bold, I have a favor to ask you. The thing is, sudden interruption. What a nice family photo. This dude's mustache. The facial hair in this game. They're going the extra mile. All kinds of places to go. Ooh ee, ooh ee. Who are these two? Ooh ee. Oh, Gina's here too. What was that about? All that remains now is that greatest of problems known to man. Here comes Holmes. Nice hair. All right. Oh, he committed too with the eyebrows and everything. This is like when you're making your own custom character in Dark Souls or something, and you just crank the color up to the maximum. Just 255 on every bar. I want the brightest possible red. What's up, Bonesaw and Raiders? Say hi to my friend Sherlock Holmes with the red hair. He dyed it just for you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Herlock Sholmes. Yeah. My bad. I'm expecting a guest later today. Bonesaw, how's your weekend going? I saw the pictures on Twitter. You're looking good. Some grad photos look nice. Into the pixel graphics. Yeah, I always preferred the Nintendo DS graphics for Ace Attorney, but they do a pretty good job in the newer games. It's not the same, but it's still good. When such fellows set their sights on Mr. Herlock Sholmes, that's when their luck runs out. An arresting tea party? A bungler? Feeling good lately, just vibing. Hey, that's good. I have been pretty good. Not really doing a whole lot at the moment because it's been snowing outside and it's been below zero, so it's mostly been like work and then play Ace Attorney on the weekends. So nothing riveting, but hopefully it will start to warm up and be able to do things again. Yeah, I saw some of the temperatures you guys have up there. It's pretty nasty. How should I best explain it? Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perchance? Oh. Okay. Then the music kicks in, too. So wait, the case is about Darwin? Yeah, Bonesaw, we had minus 30-degree wind chills here a couple days ago, and you could just feel it through the walls. It was really bad. I think that's about where you guys are at right now, though. Yeah, it's been better here the last couple days. It's been like closer to zero, but still cold. Have you heard of Schrodinger's cat? Is Sherlock Holmes going to teach us about Ice 9 right now? According to Mr. Darwin, we humans were once apes who lived in the treetops. Why is it not obvious? The problem of rent. Okay. Accurate. Did you not receive a large sum of money from Madame Two Spells the other day? One potted herb for Iris and a new motor car for me later, and all of it has quite disappeared. Yes, well, anyway, I definitely didn't squander the money. I discovered the answer to man's greatest problem for the coming month, at least. Humans are sorry creatures unable to see what is in front of their noses. I wonder if he became a hair dyer. Is Sherlock Holmes now dyeing people's hair? It's been stabbing me in both eyes right from the very beginning of our conversation. Mr. Sholmes, isn't it about time you told us the truth? Just over a week ago, you said to us, and I quote, "I will now tell you something of the first importance. Great detectives are wont to lie." That case aboard the SS Burya in January, Kazuma wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. You liar. The fellow was unconscious for a very long time. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in mortal peril. Of course, a side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia. It was a simple enough task to silence the crew. But how? After they carried him out of the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. Then I made them swear to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a murdered corpse. Wow. Okay. But why? Why do it in the first place? That's what I want to know. I didn't foresee subsequent events. His disappearance in Hong Kong. I believe I may have made a gross error of judgment. I believe you did too. You're sketching me out. All right. Are we supposed to do anything else here? Are you sure we've asked everything we need to? I think so. Oh, what's this? The mask Cosmo wore when he was assigned to Lord Van Zeeks. When he cast it aside for the trial the other day, I just sort of picked it up. Last week's edition. What's that article circled in red? To the Red-Headed League. Is something on my face? To the Red-Headed League, on account of the bequest of the late Ezekiah Hopkins of Lebanon, Pennsylvania, USA, there is now another vacancy open which entitles a member of the league to a salary of £4 a week for purely nominal services. All red-headed men who are sound in body and mind and above the age of 21 years are eligible. Apply in person on the morning of the 31st at the large park on Lime Street. Wow, get £4 per week. If you are a redhead, a most fantastic money-making opportunity. Okay. This reminds you of a Sears Roebuck catalog from your grandmother from the 20s. Large chunks of ivory. That's insane. The Red-Headed League. According to the advertisement, the Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution of fellows of unspecified governance. In fact, the only condition for becoming a member is having red hair. But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. £4 a week. What are they paying people for? No details are given in the advertisement. Surely every red-headed person in the country would be flocking to join in that case. So will I. The trouble is they have a fixed number of members. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can. Yeah, so this has nothing to do with the mainline Ace Attorney. It's a spin-off series. But the two games that are in this game are related. It's like one huge story between the two games. When's Red Hair Susato? I hope not. I like her too much for that. Wasn't particularly lucky for the redhead in question, I feel, Mr. Sholmes. The main character is implied to be a distant ancestor of Phoenix. I guess that's also true. And yeah, there are references to the other games. Like Pain is still in this game, but it's a different Pain. What I like better, the new stuff or the classics? There's elements of this game that are interesting that I like. The Sherlock Holmes deduction sequences are the best part because there's like dancing and snapping and it's ridiculous. I don't like the new jury system in this game. I think it just bogs the game down a little bit. But the characters in this game are really good, and the music is probably, honestly, like, Greatest Attorney music might be the best music in the series. Every song is so good. Yeah, so in this game, Bonesaw, there's a jury of 6, and they get to decide guilty or not guilty. And if at any time there are more people voting guilty than not guilty, then you have to stop the trial. And in order to continue, you have to get them to go back to not guilty. So it kind of just interrupts the flow of the trial a little bit. I don't know. It's fine. It's not like the worst mechanic ever, but it sometimes it feels a little tedious. Why did it have to go so wrong? A blunder. Your blunder. What did you actually do to your hair, Mr. Sholmes? What you see atop my head is neither dyed nor a hairpiece. I changed the color of my hair overnight by the wonders of chemistry. Isn't that what dyeing your hair is? I was conducting some research into a method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that, when taken, turns one's hair flame like red. I think I'll pass. Amateurs are always hampered by such fears. To earn 4 pounds per week, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to a little danger. Hurley left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair. For the park on Lime Street, where the Red-Headed League were interviewing prospective new members. So what went wrong? The whole park was choked with red-headed folk like a Coster's orange barrow. I queued for 8 hours solid before at last I reached the front. When the panel of interviewers saw me, they immediately said, "Mr. Herlock Sholmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation?" Get your ... dots ready in the chat. It's been a while. ... Don't give me away. After which I could do little else but turn and leave. The guest I'm expecting is a client. A gentlewoman who wishes to appoint the services of the detective. You must stay and observe the fashion in which a great detective receives his customers. I think Sherlock Holmes has been going increasingly insane as these games have gone on. I think perhaps we have some time to wait before Sholmes' new client arrives. All right, let's go back to see our good pal Lord Strongheart then. British Supreme Court. Here's the final draft of the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. What's Lord Van Zeeks doing here? Is something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you. My International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today, I hear. Madam. I'll leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands then, Lord Van Zeeks. Oh, he hates us now because we exposed Dr. Scythe as a criminal. Terribly sorry about that. His apprentice has been missing since yesterday. How can there be 30 million people at the Great Exhibition when there are only 5 million people in the world? The 20th century will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation techniques. This landmark first symposium meant to be hosted here at the heart of our great British Empire. Have you noticed how Strongheart's teeth are just collectively like individual like rows? He has one giant top tooth and one giant bottom tooth that span his entire mouth. Watch it when he talks here. This incident will set back our country's advancement in the field by a good 10 years. Where's the mouth guard? About Van Zeek's apprentice. How did he become an apprentice to Lord Van Zeek's in the first place? An unidentified Asian man was apprehended by border police. They found him hiding aboard a large goods vessel. No papers to identify him, no passport, and he had amnesia. I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zeek so I could keep an eye on him. So what you're really saying is Lord Van Zeeks wouldn't have been okay with it because he's a racist. Nobody in your country knows it was him, and neither do the citizens of London. It has to be noted there were some supporters of the professor's apparent cause. Somewhat ironically, their deaths actually benefited society as a whole. Maybe you would like to take a look at this Red-Headed League. Wow, he doesn't care about the Red-Headed League. Ding-a-ling. Thwack? Oh my. Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Please find my husband. He's run away. Evie. My name is Evie Vigil. Evie Vigil. Okay. Money and wealth are of little consequence to me, madam. That will be 60 million pounds. He's hard of hearing. She was juror number 2. Don't worry if you can't hear. An entirely unremarkable gentleman. We have a cordial relationship and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably. My husband's employment is somewhat unusual, you see. He's a full-time streamer on Twitch. Oh, a warder at the prison. The chief warder? Barclay Prison. I've heard that name before. Yes, yes. That's the prison. That's unbelievable. What are the odds? To the matter of your husband's disappearance, when did you realize he was missing? Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday. For him not to make any contact for a whole day, that has never happened before. That's never happened before. My dear Daily. They refuse to listen to my pleas as my husband has only been missing for 1 day. A chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with a heartening report. After all, the rent must be paid by the end of the day tomorrow. Not Drebber again. And now a warder from the prison has mysteriously disappeared, it would seem. Run along to the prison and see what you can glean, would you? I can't possibly be seen out with this hair. All right, we're just going to do all of Holmes's dirty work. Barclay Prison is on the outskirts of London, backing onto a lonely burial ground. Why is the grandfather clock a guillotine? That's kind of messed up. Oh my. Hey, it's Caden. I've heard that name. Barry Caden. That's a good pun. Get oot of my hair. Uh-oh. Red Shifter. I said no Genshin Impact puns. I'll allow it. Part of the professor's great web, no doubt. No puns. Before I punch your lights, oot. Before I punch your lights, Ocarina of Time. I, 'cause Proof to this man there's nothing suspicious about us. Maybe he wants to see my armband. Back to the hotel again. Judge Goku. Busy drinking coffee on a comfortable settee. Settee? Settee. 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 What's he writing on that piece of paper? A letter of introduction. Wow, I can't believe he wouldn't just come with us. If you just cast your eyes over this. That young jock from the forensics lab. Handcuff biscuits. There's no missing persons in my prison. No doubt about it. Hmm. He left the job. "10 years ago." That seems pretty substantial. His wife doesn't know. He's been lying to her all this time. Why did Vigil give up his job here? Given that it was 10 years ago, maybe it's when the professor got away. So Vigil actually resigned from the position of Chief Warder 10 years ago.
For Screamer Golden, this name is the most recent one of these. Ken.
What's a hoe?
No.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Haven't heard that in a while. What's up, Chip Tickles?
Whoa.
Thank you for subscribing for a whole year. ... dots in the chat. Seems that our prison governor here, Caden, is not impressed. But I'm impressed. 12 months is a long time to be subbed, so I appreciate it. Hope your weekend's going well, too. In actual fact, he did nay leave the job willingly. He had no choice. It was after a particular walk. A walk to the gallows. The job of Chief Warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee any executions, you see. Only Vigil did something unthinkable on that last walk. I cannot reveal that information. But I can tell you that it's very rare for a Chief Warder to be relieved of his post. Very rare. Try saying that 10 times fast. Was it the professor? So if you're not at liberty to answer it, then it probably means yes. My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensic medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted. The dead room, the prison, and the cemetery have a lot to do with one another. They need fresh corpses for forensic research. The basement of Saint Sinners. Kotoba and I used to ride in a carriage together and negotiate terms. Oh, what's this? Take this as a souvenir of your visit to the prison. Vigil's dismissal notice. They just hand this stuff out, I guess. Never come back. Okay, before we head back, we have to examine at least 2 things in this room, starting with the executioner grandfather clock. Aw. What about the bird? Oh, everything is marked as examined. That's dumb. I wonder if Sholmes is still at home. At home with Sholmes. All right. He's got blue hair now. Say nothing. Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. We discovered that Sholmes. I can't Adam and Eve it. It's the boss. Gregson? He's dead? Oh! They just found his body. Oh, snap. F's in the chat. Gregson's dead. And Sholmes has blue hair. I thought they might kill off somebody important. I didn't think it would be... Well, did I think it would be Gregson? I guess I didn't really have my money on Gregson. I was thinking they would kill off either Soseki or Holmes, but the game is also not over yet, so... Who knows? I don't know about what happened to myself. They're still there, investigating the scene. Little rented room in a building full of flats on Fresno Street. Nowhere near his home. He was so good to me. Poor Gina. got him already. Who did it? Lord Van Zeeks. It was the Reaper! I don't believe it. I just want to give Gina a hug. She looks devastated. And Sherlock Holmes looks like a doofus. How could I let this happen to Gregson? Gregson dead and Lord Van Zeeks arrested. Man, this game is heating up. What a twist. He's just sitting in the corner reading. Fancy meeting you here. The last place on Earth I'd like to be with the last person on Earth I'd like to see. Wow, ruined. Go home. The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with a suspect. A letter from an old acquaintance. Hairbrain. I don't know what happened myself. I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. You're not representing me. His assistant? Oh, anyone other than you. Wow, rude. Of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. 16 died in mysterious circumstances. A letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I trust no one. Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese. Haven't you seen me perform, like, basically miracles in the courtroom? How could you pick someone better than me? Well, that's where it happened. I don't see Sholmes anywhere. You're not trying to think of. You're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you? Half a year since I got out. That's when I decided to give up diving and become a detective instead. Hugh Boone. Hugh Boone. That's what I was thinking, Curly. An unidentified person. Gregson himself? If he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his. If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hint at it. A single bullet did him in. The bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall. All right, let's examine the clues. It's a photograph stand. What's the matter? Oh? Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow? It's Vigil. This makes no sense. Don't think I've ever been more stumped. An autopsy report. What's going on in this room? To the Red-Headed League. Is this Holmes's new place? A model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way. Do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson? Fire a shot. Hey, look at this hairpiece. I don't think it belonged to Gregson. I think we're barking up the wrong tree here. The inspector was curled up in a ball. Candelabra from the wall of the room on Fresno Street. The top of one of the candles appears to have been blown off. That looks compelling. Okay, I think we got all the clues. Yeah, I don't see anything else. What's she gonna want to see? Oh, we can examine these. Okay, wait. Is there anything to examine? For fun. Oh. Giving it a twist causes a key-like shaft to pop out from the base. Hey, that looks kind of, interesting. Someone more familiar with firearms could shed some lights here. I thought there'd be some clue here, but I guess not. Perhaps the bullet struck the candle here. Why is that one taller than the other candles, too? Gene is not helping. I wonder if I have to present the key to Van Zieks. Maybe he would know. Okay, we're not getting anywhere here. I don't believe we've visited this place for some time. All right. What's going on over here? You've made good time. I took an express train back to London. Oh! Is everything in place? I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork. Your timing is impeccable. Lord Van Zieks could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson. Doesn't matter to me. The trial is tomorrow. You're already acquainted. Wow, it's going to be a showdown. Who would have seen that coming? It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial. Wow. This guy wants to put Zeeks in the prison. Unprecedented and exceptional. I don't understand. It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, which includes prosecutors. It could have belonged to the victim. Gregson had his gun on his person. He claims it's currently not in his possession. According to his story, he lost it. I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it'll be all right now. I remember everything, including what I was coming here to do. The good songs have returned to us. The voice. I'm a prosecutor now. Ooh. Yes. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends. have a look. Lord Van Zeeks and Inspector Gregson. That must be his brother Clint. Is he pulling an Edgeworth on us and trying to help us out? I don't understand. He seems to be on a different plane right now. Have you found a lawyer? How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you. Asogi? My older brother, who was director of prosecutions at the time, was murdered. He knew of the young man's identity from the outset. Why would Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that? The man in charge of the Professor Case inquiry, Lord Heart Vortex Male Strongheart. To Kazuma Asogi, I am the bane of his, the reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He's looking for revenge. That's epic. Yeah, I wonder if Gregson was onto something and then he got transferred because he was onto something. That seems plausible. He uncovered a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity. If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery would never have been made. I don't have confidence in anyone. Your gun. That's not mine. I was issued a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. I must have stowed it somewhere. I love Susato. Where's her spin-off game? Clint! That's nonsense. So we can represent you now, right? I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or lawyers. One thing I'm willing to believe in. The truth. He let us defend him. That must have been a hard thing to ask. What a showdown. This is going to be a big one. To be continued.